Let me tell you something, son. When you grow old, you learn that evil doesn't always hide in dark places. Sometimes it stands in the open, in daylight, in a town where everybody knows everybody. And that's what makes this story so hard to forget. Because this didn't happen in a big city. It didn't happen in the middle of the night. It happened on a quiet afternoon in a small American town called Delphi, Indiana. Delphi is the kind of place people move to when they want peace. A few thousand residents, quiet streets, church on Sunday, kids walking around without fear. The kind of town where parents believe their children are safe. The kind of town where nothing like this is supposed to happen. But on February 13th, 2017, that belief shattered, and it never fully came back. That day was unseasonably warm for February. No snow, clear skies, a good day to be outside. Two best friends, Abigail Williams and Liberty German, decided to take a walk. Just a walk. No plan, no danger in mind, just fresh air and freedom. They were dropped off near the Manon High Bridge Trail, a familiar spot. An old railroad bridge stretching high above Deer Creek. Locals had walked it for years. Parents didn't worry about that place. They worry now. The girls crossed the bridge that afternoon. They laughed. They talked. They took pictures. Liberty pulled out her phone and recorded short clips, moments that felt ordinary. No one knew those moments would become evidence. No one knew they were already being watched. Sometime after 2 in the afternoon, a man appeared on the bridge, walking toward them, not running, not hiding, just walking, calm, steady. And something about him made the girls uneasy. Liberty turned her phone back on. That decision changed everything. The video is short, grainy, unsteady. A man wearing a jacket, hands in his pockets, hat pulled low. He looks ordinary, and that's the most terrifying part, because there's nothing about him that screams danger, and yet he speaks. Just a few words. Guide down the hill. Those words still echo in this town. That recording is the reason this case never faded, because for once, the killer left his own voice behind, his own image, and still. He walked free for years. The girls never came home that night. Their families searched, friends searched, neighbors searched. By morning, hope was already thinning, and then they were found. Not far from the bridge, on private land, across the creek. 2 young lives gone. A crime scene that shocked even seasoned investigators, and a town that would never feel safe again. From the beginning, police believed someone local was responsible. Someone who knew the area, someone comfortable enough to strike in daylight. The FBI got involved. State police flooded the town. Sketches were released, first one face, then another. Different ages, different features. Confusion grew. How could they have video and audio and still no arrest? Years passed. Birthdays without Abby, holidays without Libby, parents aging under the weight of unanswered questions, and a town living with quiet fear. People locked their doors now, watched strangers closely. Everyone wondered the same thing. Did we pass him at the grocery store? Did we wave at him? Did we know him? For a long time, nothing happened. The case went cold in the public eye. But behind the scenes, investigators never stopped. They re-interviewed witnesses, re-examined evidence, and then, in 2022, everything changed. Police arrested a man named Richard Allen, a local, a pharmacy technician, a husband, a father, someone who had lived in Delphi for years, someone who had been there that day. According to investigators, he placed himself on the bridge He admitted he was there, wearing similar clothes. At the same time, the girls were there, and suddenly, the town held its breath. They searched his home, they searched his property, and they focused on one key piece of evidence: a bullet, an unspent round found near the girls. Prosecutors say it matched a gun owned by Allen, a gun he admitted he had, a gun he never reported stolen. No DNA publicly confirmed, no confession released, just circumstantial evidence and a mountain of pressure. Richard Allen pleaded not guilty. His defense says the case is weak, that the evidence is stretched, that the investigation was flawed, and that brings us to the part that still troubles people, because even now, many questions remain. Why did it take 5 years to arrest him? If he admitted being there early on, why wasn't he arrested sooner? Why were the sketches so different? Why were there reports of other suspects over the years? And why? After all this time, does the case still feel incomplete? Some people in Delphi believe police got it right. Others aren't so sure. And that division cuts deep in a small town, because when everyone knows everyone, accusations don't just stay in courtrooms. They follow families, they follow children, they follow memories. What haunts people most is how close this crime was to normal life. A public trail, a sunny afternoon, kids doing nothing wrong. No dark alley, no risky behavior, just a walk. And that's why this case spread fear far beyond Indiana. Parents across America started asking hard questions about safety, about trust, about how well we really know our neighbors. Technology was supposed to protect us. Liberty's phone captured the killer, his voice, his walk. And still, it wasn't enough, not right away. That reality unsettled a lot of people, because if this case couldn't be solved quickly, what chance did others have? Today, Richard Allen waits for trial. The legal process moves slowly. Evidence will be challenged. Experts will testify. Truth will be argued. And someday, there will be a verdict. But verdicts don't always bring peace. For Abby and Libby's families, nothing will ever feel resolved. For Delphi, this story will always linger. Every time someone walks that bridge, every time a stranger passes by, every quiet afternoon that feels a little too quiet. I've lived long enough to know this. Evil doesn't always look evil. Sometimes it looks familiar. Sometimes it waves back. And sometimes it walks right past you. And you don't realize it until it's gone. So when people talk about this case like it's entertainment, remember those girls, remember that walk, remember that small town, and remember this. The most dangerous thing about monsters is how ordinary they can be. If you're still listening, stay with me, because stories like this aren't just about the past. They're warnings, and Delphi learned that the hard way.